Good gaming, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Snyder, and today we're gonna watch some new players cEDH. Special location today. We are at the Expedition store on the South Shore of Montreal. Thank you very much for the store to allow us to film during their cEDH event of the weekend. So we are gonna see a Obeka, Magda, Kenrith, and Yeva. My apologies, I've got some new gear, especially mobile filming, so I missed the beginning of some of the games. I missed the first game because it was overeating. So I'm missing in the first player played Soaring, Moxopole, Sundial of the Infinite. And right after that, I started recording, and you see me with a Gemstone Cavern as a pre-game action. I'll go in and I'll drop a strip mine. Tap for 2. Get a Magda into play. And from there I'll pass. So technically this is a stacks heavy list. We see Kenrith play I think it's a plateau. He has altered dual land. Altered or permissible if you got the original somewhere. Dryad Arbor. And it's a creature and a land, so it cannot play anything else than Dryad Arbor. Plays a Reflecting Pool. Taps for 4. He's gonna play Talion. Looking at the lands, we see that, oh, you don't have any black, so you need to tap the Moxopole instead of Reflecting Pool. Yill's gonna name 2. 2 is the most common number in cEDH, being really close by number 1, and then it's 3 CMC. Passes to Magda. Taps for a colorless, plays a Universal Automaton, which is a dwarf. I'll go to combat it Kenrith because he's open, make a treasure. I would not be surprised that Yeva would actually have blocked. Kenrith plays an Ancient Tomb, plays a Dockside, second turn Dockside, and of course Obeka did a 3 artifact turn, 4 with mine, 5 because I've got a treasure. You had an extra colorless, we'll pay for 3. And he's trying to cast Smothering Tide. Ooh, Swan Song of the Smothering Tide. Thank God, otherwise that could have been bad. Smothering Tide got countered. He gets a bird. Of course he doesn't want a bird, but it is what it is. Passes to Yeva. Fetch for a land, taps for 2. Plays Oof. Oh, so horrible for the Obeka player. Going into a blocking 3 of his 5 mana. Of course nobody wants Oof, but Oof is Oof, so thank God. Passes. Verdant Cat. Passes. Mutavolt, which is also a dwarf. Taking a chance, going to combat, going to Yeva, because I believe he's not gonna block because we need to keep the Oof in play. But I tell him I need my treasure. My apologies. I need to play too. Passes to Kenrith. Drops a land. 2 mana for a Survival of the Fittest. Best creature tutor card ever. And he passes the turn. He's paying 1 for a Korean Ranger.
Korean Ranger. If that's good.
So he's gonna do some mana shenanigans. Tap Dryad Arbor, return the forest to untap Dryad Arbor, to retap Dryad Arbor, and then he taps his forest for turn mana. That way he's gonna be able to play Fierce Handpact and go get a 6 CMC or more from his library. Going into look into his library. We know Ashaya is one of his combo piece. While he's searching, the Obeka player cracked his fetch land to go get a Surveil land. So there was a bunch of shuffling. Kogla, Anger, talk about a lucky cut and a top deck. So all these creatures have ace now. Plays a Vamp Tutor. Will shuffle again, put a card on top, shortcut, put it into his hand. Plays a land. Passes the turn, so I go and I attack again into Yeva. Passes the turn to Kenrith. Kenrith players plays a land. Taps for 5, base 2, tries to cast Kenny. Kenrith. Obeka casting Wash Away. That is one super weird interaction. So on tap, I activate Magda and I keep priority. And they're all why? And then I do return the favor, copying the triggered ability of the activated ability of Magda. So this gives me technically 2 search, and then the worst word you never want to word. Double activation, and he tutored a Nopo agent. Oh god. So Oppo comes in. He tutors Clock to stop me and a mana Crypt so that he can actually play something later on. And I just shuffle and pass the turn. So Kenrith does nothing, passes the turn. Well, it was on Kenrith's turn. Yeva plays a land, passes. Obeka draws. Plays Mana Crypt. My Mana Crypt. And he passes. I go to my turn. I look around and I'm like, me? Go to combat. Attacks Yeva. Ask me why. I just need treasure. Nothing else I can say about that. And I just pass. You never concede too early because you never know what's gonna happen. Mystic Remora from the Kenrith player. Everybody passes on the fish. Yeva and I playing mostly creatures, so it's not a problem. Exotic Archer. And he passes. End of turn, makes 3, returns a forest, untap Dryad Arbor, taps 4 again for 4, cast Yevas and at flash speed. Untap, upkeep, draws. We'll replay the same land. And since he plays in flash, he'll just say, yeah, I'll pass. So, pay 1, make Mutavault in the creature, tap Mutavault for a colorless, make a treasure, and I'll try to sudden shock the hoof.
No.
Now, my plan is to use my treasure to do something, hoping I'll be able to do something.
Sudden shock.
Hoof dies. Untap. Obeka player just drew and passed. Like, it's like the second turn he does that. He sadly draws nothing. So I'm gonna pay one, make it a creature, make a colorless, make a treasure, tap 2 more. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'll try to cast Nexus of Becoming. Fish triggers, you can draw. Nexus of Becoming is a nice card, and he negates it. And I'm like, man. So, quick information, in my head, I had God Pharaoh statue and Portal to Phyrexia, so I could have cheated in either of them and made them 8/3/3 creatures. It didn't happen, so I just say, yeah, sure, pass. No, I actually believe I attack into Yeva again. He knows this is tired and he's gonna kill one of my creatures at some point. Kills Magda, but at least I made 2 treasures. And at that point I pass. Kenrith player.
1, 2, 3, 4, sacrifier mes 2 trésors.
Taps for 4.
Tenter de jouer une
He's casting Kitten. Displacer Kitten, one of the combo pieces that we see right now with Dockside. Yeva player just says, nope, not gonna happen. You may have the Kitten, but I'm gonna beast within the Dockside. Force of Neg on the Beast Within, deflecting SWAT. Well, Counter War trying to get rid of the Dockside, deflecting SWAT, changing the target of force into the deflecting SWAT. So, deflecting SWAT resolve, Force of Negation resolve, Beast Within kills the Dockside. And finally, Kitten gets into play. Now, does he have anything to play to do any bounces? That's a wonderful question. Passes the turn to Yeva. Yeva draws. Plays a fetch land in front of an Oppo. Passes the turn to Obeka. Obeka draws a card. Oppo still there. Taps for 3, 4. Cast Obeka. 1, 2, 3. Animate Dead on the Dockside.
Sounds good.
So sure, cast Animate Dead
0 from me.
on ETB. I'll Mug Salvage the Mox Opal, trying to have him have him 1 less mana. Mystic Remora triggers. As an answer, Obeka player taps to add a red. I sack my 3 treasures to make some reds. Doesn't matter, I don't have anything to play. So he has 3 treasures now. He'll cast Flames of Anor. Flames of Anor, he has a Wizarding to play. So he can choose 2. He will choose the 5 damage to the Kitten and draw 2. So combo piece gone, he'll be able to draw 2 cards. Plays a Serval land, pitch a land into graveyard. And he passes. Tap, keep draws.
Magda.
Untap and Magda.
Magda, Italian trigger.
Italian trigger so we can grab a card.
Bon, Talion. Talion, too good.
C'est bon, Magda?
Yep.
And I pass turn.
Untap, upkeep, je vais payer pour mon poisson.
Untap upkeep, pays for fish.
Yeah. Dans ton
On
draw step,
upkeep,
je vais tenter de flasher Delighted After.
Yeva flashes Delighted Elfling. He does that so that the Obeka doesn't end the turn.
1,
Taps for 2.
3.
3.
Vous allez vraiment trouver ça drôle. Je vais jouer un Teferi Time Runner.
Teferi Time Raveler. Everybody's gonna play at sorcery speed now.
Tout le monde joue juste
30 minutes.
On a un
Well,
timer.
-1, -2, 3.
Ramener le
Bounce back the
Opposition
Oppo Agent into hand.
C'est à peu près le genre de trigger qu'il y a dans le deck.
Now,
Bon carton.
as the Oppo Agent got bounced, they actually both use their fetch lands, because finally they can.
Mais là, il n'y a plus de pot. Can we win?
So no Oppo, he can actually do a
Yeah.
mana vault, sure.
Payer un mana vert pour activer.
Pays a red for survival of the fittest.
Je vais discarter un Noble Hierarch.
Gonna use survival, pitching Noble Hierarch, and he will go
Ça va être
get
un
a
Phyrexian Metamorph.
Phyrexian Metamorph.
Oh no. Oh no.
So we pretty much know what he's about to do.
Je joue un Phyrexian
Gonna
Metamorph.
cast Phyrexian Metamorph, copying Dockside.
As a copy of Darkside.
Je peux pas le dire
On est
en
pas
très
obligé
longtemps.
de le dire.
Ben, on peut pas vraiment le counter. Ouais. Moi, je pense
On peut pas le counter.
On peut pas rien faire.
Fait que ça va rentrer comme une copie de Dockside. Un trésor. Et un mana.
Taps a treasure and one for a Cyclonic Rift on the
Ça, c'est
Dockside.
2 par exemple. Ouais.
Tu perds
J'ai
2.
pris un trésor, ça.
Ouais, non, mais tu prends 2 puis pige une carte.
Carte de vie.
Plays again to pays 2 for Dockside.
Oui, il m'en restait 4. J'en ai pris.
Goes to 16.
Puis ça fait 5 trésors.
So what we're seeing is that maybe he will kill himself trying to do his loop. Survival of the fittest again into a Deadright Shaman.
Ça va être le.
Oh, tabarnak.
Je brasserai pas ma librairie parce que je
Went
vais
and
encore
got
faire des-
Phantasmal
Je
Image.
vais prendre,
Phantasmal Image into a Dockside.
Italian trigger.
Italian triggers, lose 2, draw 1.
Fait que copie Dockside, je
Monte à 7.
monte à 7.
So he's always only making 4 extra treasure. 7
Encore une fois, je vais aller voir s'il y a quelque
is
chose.
not enough to go fetch Emiel and do the combo, so it does another survival of the fittest into with the Ranger Captain of Eos.
Je l'ai pas encore dit.
So survival of the fittest into Kinnan. Now his treasures will actually make 8 mana. Sure. Taps. Cast Kinnan. He will now have, if I remember correctly, he has 5 treasures.
Un mana vert.
Makes 2 green.
Capter un grain d'aboli.
Pitch Grand Abo.
Je l'ai finalement.
Go get Emiel. And then he has, of course, 7 mana to cast Emiel and 3 mana to start the combo. Thank you very much to the Expedition. Please like and subscribe. If you've learned anything or you want to pass any comment, don't hesitate to reach out to me. And I'll see you guys next game.